So I've prepared for the grand finals back in Australia.
Hello and welcome once again to the Circuito International Paladino in Brazil and the 2018 Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. My name's Henry Baudet.
I'm Jem Wade, and it's finals day here in Brazil. Well, Henry, we've had some fantastic racing yesterday, so I think we're all getting nervous. What's going to happen? Who's going to be the champions?
Yes, of the 360 drivers, we have whittled them down to the best 36 in each class thanks to yesterday's pre-finals. As always, there are some really good drivers up at the front, and there are some really good drivers that are going to be fighting their way through from the back.
To be honest, this is what it's all about. It's what everyone's working for the whole year, and I can't honestly describe. If you've been watching the racing on our social media channels or here on the Rotax official website, you can't imagine how good it's been. So spectacular, awesome, all these words. The track is superb. And of course, we want everyone to stay with us today. Make sure you send your best regards, comments, wishes to all the drivers. Remember Instagram, Twitter, Rotax Racing and YouTube.
As always, we're going to be bringing you every twist and turn. But not just that, the world-famous drivers' parade and drivers' presentation that this event is renowned for. But before we get started with on-track action, as always, let's have a little look back and see what's been going on behind the scenes so far this week. Stay tuned.
So here we are at the 19th Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. I'm with Arnaldo Frias from Caritas. Arnaldo, as the organiser, what a fantastic event, but a lot of work, I guess.
Yes, it's always a lot of work to organize such an event, because you need to set up everything in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And special this one because we are in a different continent that we are not used to. Different people, so it's a little bit more difficult, but we can do it.
Of course, we're running also the e-kart championship here, the DEKM at the Grand Finals, first time, another record-breaking event to add to the Grand Finals, almost 400 drivers this time, including our South American championship last week.
Yes, it's true. This time we had the record for the drivers. And also it's really very interesting to have here the electrical cars. It's really interesting.
Now, of course, coming to a new country, as you said, another continent, what difference do you think it's going to make also to the perception for karting, for Rotax?
I think it's really important to come such a continent, and also this country especially, because there's a lot of people, they love automotive sports, they have big names in the automotive sports, so it's really important to bring this event here. And it's the first time they have international karting event here in Brazil, so it's really important for them for sure.
It is really important. Of course, leading the CIK now, we've got Felipe Massa. Do you think he might pop by and say hi?
No, unfortunately he cannot come because he was invited, but at the same time he has the prize giving ceremony from CIK, so he cannot come. It's really.
But we do have a lot of people here. I've seen many people from FIA, from different organisations and associations here in Brazil and South America.
Yes, it's true. Also because of the South Americans from FIA, from CIK, they are really involved in this not in the event itself, but they really are enjoying the event. They wanted to see the event and to be here too.
They're excited. We're excited.
Yeah.
We're going to keep watching. Congratulations. So far, fantastic event. But tomorrow we start to get serious.
Yes, tomorrow we start serious. Tomorrow we will start with the qualifying, also qualifying heats, and then we go up to Saturday on the finals.
So we'll talk to you again at the party on Saturday night.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Daryl Smith here from BRP. Let me start again. I didn't even say hello, everyone. Sorry, mate. Hi, everyone. Daryl Smith here from BRP Rotax, coming to you from Brazil, the host country for the 2018 Grand Finals. We're going to get in the buggy here. We're going to go for a drive through the facility, through the tents. We're going to have a bit of fun. Should be awesome. Let's go. So here we come into the front gates. No one's going to get in here unless you have a pass. These security guys, Billy. We've got the registration down the bottom here. We've got our podium down the bottom, our Park for May, the big awning, restaurant, all the facilities that you need. Here's a team from the Czech Republic. Hi guys, how are you? Marty, forget him. He doesn't want to even talk to us. Turn one. So the mechanics and drivers pushing their carts all the way up here. All the way up to the top of the hill. Machan! Manuel, our security guy, opened the gate for us. Thank you. We'll come back. Really big downhill, approximately 18 metres in height difference, elevation. And our grandstand in front of us here, which is fantastic. We'll fit a lot of people up there. They'll be able to watch the race, watch the action as it happens. Hello Christian, hey, how are you? Hope everyone has a bit of an idea where we're at, and hope you enjoy the weekend. Some live timing, some live coverage, and we're looking forward to a great weekend's racing. So stay tuned. Ciao. Bit of fun with that, huh? We could go and do it if you want. We're doing it, it's on, you won't fall out. Okay, here we go. That's cool.
My name is Karl-Heinz Stegner. I am the German representative in the Electric and New Energy Championship Commission at FIA. We had the opportunity to go to South America. We have 13 different nations. All these young guys are fitting together in these tents. They work together, and you can feel it's a fantastic atmosphere.
Driving an electric kart is a little bit different than a combustion kart. You have the full torque from the very beginning, and that makes it fun and exciting to drive such a vehicle. At least that's what we learned from the racers themselves.
Electric karting should never touch traditional karting. So that's not the idea.
Maybe it's fun for the racers to participate in the one and the other. I'm sure for the next 10 years we will have the combustion race, but it's like in the Formula E. You have the Formula 1 and the Formula E. They are in parallel and they are both very exciting. The electric karts is really a step into the future, into new technology, into new kind of racings. And that's why it's very important that we have them included in the Grand Finals from the very beginning.
I'm Alex Wurz, former Formula 1 driver and double Le Mans winner. Well, I didn't really want to get them involved in karting. It was a friend who brought them to the karting track, and then they got hooked. So I said to the boys, okay, I will help you, I support you, but only if you're good in school, only if you're good at home. So for us it was the choice of many championships. We have chosen a Rotax-based championship. Because in my career, when I was in karting, I had endless problems with technology and everything was not equal. And in the Austrian Championship, the Central European Championship, all Rotax powered, we don't have any of those issues. Or super small, you know, in the end of the day, that's why we've chosen Rotax. I'm very proud of my two boys that they both managed to be here, because you are with the elite of karting, of the Rotax Championships around the world, 55 nations, so sensational event. For many kids this is not just a season highlight, not a career highlight, this is a lifetime highlight so far, because they're coming here, they've never seen such a big event, so much organization behind it, and it's impressive. And for me coming back, it's like a flashback to my childhood, when you're like, wow, motorsport is great and cool, and I love to see the fire in the eyes of all the kids, and also the fiercely competition on track. As a child, you just have to pick up all the little details about race, pressure, preparation, facing highs and lows, and this is what is needed for your future career. You are meeting the best people of the world, and it's regardless how much grip you have, how much engine power you have, if it's all the same, the competition is fierce and it's very intense. But this is why we love motorsport. It's the showdown of emotion and skills, and that's why we as a Wurz family are involved since generations.
Hi there, my name's Henry Baudet and I'm the commentator here at the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals. Let's go and have a little look around the paddock, speak to some of the characters that make this event truly special. Let's go. Yeah. Via Vicky. There we go, there we go. The only Brazilian Vikings in the paddock. Your head, there we go. Oh, woo! My bum look big in this. I'm good, I'm good. I've got the whole. Every year I now have 4 Norwegian, thanks to Team Norway. Only got 1 kart. Last year this man had 3 karts to mechanic, now Team Egypt only 1. Having a nice relaxing time?
No, now every driver have 1.
Every driver have 1, okay, no problem. Oh Peter, come on, you have to be Norwegian. Multiple world champion mechanic. Nightmare. I know, I love the horn, I love the horn. My head. Let's go and have a look around the paddock. Okay. Yeah.
At least I'm here in the atmosphere, right?
Yeah, exactly. From Norway to Belgium, where's Norwegian? Norwegian, yeah. Only driver from India. I've got 2. I'm more of a mellow, modern day, 21st century Viking. I mean, my arms are red, yeah? But...
I've been putting sun cream on as well.
What, factor 2?
Factor 50.
Factor 50. Oh man, I got a proper... They just got a...
That's not like that.
Yeah. I love the Mexican top, the Mexican, you know, shirts. Yeah?
Maybe.
Are you staying for the whole week?
Yes.
Oh, good. You can go and have a wine and read a book. Are you the youngest driver?
It is.
So, 8 years and 5 months.
Yeah.
I think you're the youngest driver here. Yeah, man.
So can I give it back to you?
Yes, you may give it back to me.
You had it on when you were really sweating.
Yes. Oh, you can have my head sweats. Thank you. Oh, cheers. Cheers.
So I've prepared for the grand finals back in Australia just by keeping fit, going to the gym, a few laps in the go-kart, just seat time really, that helps a lot. The heat here is it's still hot in Australia, but it's very humid here, so you sweat a lot more, so you got to keep your fluids up, stay hydrated.
The heat's not the problem. I think it's just the racing. Everyone's more aggressive, really smart, and blocks a few times more than back in Aussie.
It's very nervous out there. You get very, very nervous because these are 72 of the best drivers in the world, so everybody has earned their place here. So racing against those types of people is extremely hard.
But just got to chill out and stay relaxed really.
You can't just be fast on the first day, you can't be fast on the first 3 days, it's all about at the end. So obviously the drivers who are very fit and physically fit, they're the ones who are going to do well at the end of the week.
I think if they're not fit, you won't make it to the end. You'll get tired and then you lose positions and you go behind.
You got to be on it every lap, so it's important to be feeling good and being able to push 100%.
So by the end of the week, you need to be on it. You know, you need to be really, really fit and ready for it.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the live stream of the biggest, most spectacular, most colourful day in the world of kart racing. This is the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals 2018 Finals Day. And you are looking out over the beautiful and sun-drenched Circuito Internacional Paladino in Conde, Paraíba, Brazil. My name is Henry Baudet, and joining me throughout the day, as she has been throughout the week, is Jen Wade. And we are going to bring you not just the finals, which will be taking place starting at 12 o'clock local time, but for the first time in the 18-year history of this event, we will be bringing you a dual live broadcast at the circuit and on the live stream of the world-famous drivers' presentation and group photograph. So all the words that you're hearing from myself and Jen Wade here at the circuit, also the words that you are hearing on the live stream as well. The images of this fantastic 1,280 meter venue, one of the most picturesque kart circuits anywhere in the world. It's got the steepest hill in any kart circuit in the world, and you are watching the grandstand filling up with nearly 400 drivers at the moment. And myself and Jen Wade, are situated down at turn number 12 in front of the rather large orange cherry picker. The journalists from around the world are assembling. Drivers are moving into the grandstand now, and then we at the circuit normally have a little bit of fun with the drivers to really get the atmosphere charged up, but we're going to be sharing that fun with you on the live stream. So yeah, I apologize in advance if things get a little bit exciting and the chanting gets a little bit loud, but it's our job to rev up the drivers, not just for the karting, but for the national pride that comes with this event. So there may be a lot of bit of shouting and some good fun with the drivers and the officials. Thank you very much for joining us wherever you are in the world. Jenny Wade, this is the day that we've all been waiting for. I'm bouncing around like a rabbit on acid. What about you?
No, I'm not bouncing around like a rabbit on anything. But yeah, this is exciting. I love this day. Of course, I don't like Friday because of that half of the drivers in 4 classes are finished, but of course I love this day, and I love to see everybody as a team representing their country, and this is really special. This is what everybody at home was working for all this year, some from last year already, and we recognize everybody here as a winner, even if you're not on the grid today. So it's special to be part of this event. and I love it. This is my 18th grand finals. I only missed the first one, and they get better and better. So every year we want to make it better. So everybody today in the driver's photo, please watch Henry, because we're going to do something really special.
Yes, exactly. Now, for those of the drivers that have been here several times before, you'll be aware that we need, for the official photographers, the group photo of all the nations standing up, all the drivers with their helmets in their their crash helmets in their hands, and then over the years we have done some interesting poses based on what is going on in the world, whether it's the Mexican wave, whether it is the Icelandic football chant with the clapping of the heads, where it's the Usain Bolt dab, where it's the some sort of symbol. But we've got one this year, especially for the kids, for what is undoubtedly the biggest craze in the world in 2018 at least. Next year you'll have all forgotten about it, but I hope you have your dancing shoes on. That is all I will say. So to bring you up to speed as you look around on the live stream, this fantastic venue, you've got the huge driver's tent in the background, you've got the chassis partners, then at the side of the circuit you have got the, first of all, the large covered cafeteria area that's got bowling, it's got table football, it's got a VIP area. That's where the spectators have been sheltering from the sunlight. Then you've got the second large covered area. That is the Parc Fermé service park area, where the technical directors, the people from the scrutineering department all work. We are going to be having a Brazilian marching band. We've got 155 local school children here to perform some traditional Brazilian dancing. When the driver photograph is complete, we will be bringing the drivers out onto the circuit for the biggest drivers parade in world karting, full stop. All the drivers will meet the celebrities, will meet the personalities that are here to get their commemorative medal. Since Monday, when the first cart went out onto the circuit for practice, each driver has had 7 practice sessions. They have then gone through 3-4 heat races, pre-finals, qualifying sessions, and of the 360 drivers plus the 12 drivers from the Deutsche Electric Kartmannschaft who are now part of this event, and 16 drivers from the FIA Americas, from Central, South America and the Caribbean, who raced here on Monday and Tuesday, the top 4 of which have qualified for the first ever DEKM event at the Rotax Challenge Grand Finals. That gives us a world record 392 drivers, and they represent more than 60 nations. There are 56 nations who qualified for the main event itself, and we have now added a couple more because we have the first ever driver from the Dominican Republic who has qualified for this event. Some of the drivers that did not make it through from the FIA Americas event, they're here, they are part of the show. We've got drivers from Jamaica, from Bolivia, from Guatemala, from El Salvador. So year after year, no other championship in the world can boast the amount of nationalities that are present here. Not any engine manufacturer, not any organization. Rotax has the biggest, widest, most international reach of any karting championship in the world, and that is down not only to the distributors, but mainly to you, the drivers, and your families. We are assembling the drivers. We will do it in reverse alphabetical order. So at the top left hand of the grandstand, on the live timings and scoring screen, we will have countries like the United States and Uruguay, and coming at the very end, so the bottom left hand of the grandstand, we will have the countries like Algeria and Argentina. We will be going through every single nation, and drivers, you know what we do here. We do have a little competition to see which country is the loudest, and we have several countries here with only one driver. So every time I call a nation, I want all the drivers from that nation to stand up and give a cheer as loud as you can. But for those drivers that have of those countries that have only got one driver, I want that one driver, that one participant, the only participant. I want that driver to stand up and shout at the top of their lungs, and I want the rest of you, the rest of the Rotax family, to just give them a little bit of a helping hand to make sure that they remember, they remember their... They need to remember their first ever grand finals. Now, could we please have everybody at the very front row grandstands, could you please move up one seat? Could you please move up one row, please? So I'm looking at Denmark. Can you move up one row? I'm looking at the drivers alongside Denmark. I think that is Italy. Italy, can you move up one row? Greece, Israel, can you move up one row, please? We do have to make sure that, of course, we've got all the sponsor banners across the front of there. We've got Via Racers Vi, Win Racers Win. Those are the big banners. We need those to be in view, but we also need all the drivers, more importantly, to be in view. Now, for the first time ever, we have the DEKM Championships, and we have a couple of representatives of the DEKM. We're going to try and speak to some of them out on the circuit now. So, firstly, what's your name and what's your role within the Deutsche Elektro Kartmannschaft organization?
Well, I'm Luca. I'm coordinator of the DEKM, and we are happy to be here at this phenomenal event.
I mean, we've seen the karts. We haven't heard the karts because they're silent, but we have seen the karts racing. 1 year ago, on this very day at Portimao, we had a demonstration in public for the very first time. Just a couple of karts going around half the Portimao circuit. In 12 months, you have developed the project, so we have 16 karts on the full circuit with near perfect reliability and great speed. How proud are you of the team behind it and of the drivers, not only in the DEKM, but also from the FIA Americas?
We're really proud to be part of this event of this project, and we have to say thank you to Rotax who made this possible, and yeah, we are happy to be here.
Thank you very much, Lucas. Appreciate you coming to take a bit of time with us. This gives us a chance, for those of you on the live stream, you can see the grandstand in the main frame, the flags above it as the drivers are continuing to file in. As soon as all the drivers are there, we will then begin to just get the atmosphere going and get the drivers to start doing a little bit of, well, we're going to see how good their voices are, see how good their lungs are. Of course, not all 360 drivers are qualified for today. We have got 36 drivers in each of the classes in Mini, Micro, Junior, Senior, DD2 and DD2 Masters have made it, and that means that 36 drivers in Junior, Senior, DD2 and DD2 Masters. Sadly, their racing ended yesterday. They are still here. Hopefully, as many of them as possible are still here, and a lot of drivers do. They come along not to cheer their teammates because they have national teammates. Their teammates are their countrymen. Whether they race together or against each other back in their home nations, they are teammates all as one here, side by side in the driver's tent. I do want to have a quick word with a gentleman who has put an incredible amount of hard work in here. The Brazil distributor for Rotax, Wilton Santos Jr. Wilton, a year ago, you were at Portimao as a driver, and you know you had an accident, and it didn't end well for you. But that was when we announced that your home nation would be hosting the first time ever in South America this wonderful event. Can you begin to describe how much hard work has gone in, not only by the circuit owners but by yourself, to make this incredible event happen?
You know, first of all, I'd like to welcome everyone here to Brazil, you know, to our country. It's really an honor and, you know, really a dream come true to host the grand finals here. I mean, we have been working with Rotax since 2011. We had our first race here in June 2011. And now to have 360 drivers from 55 countries, you know, the first time ever in South America, of course, then by extension, first time here in Brazil. This is an event only to be compared with the Olympics in amount of countries present and represented. And the whole Rotax team has done an incredible job. They have overcome some really tough difficulties and obstacles. You know, the logistics here in Brazil, we have to say, is not the easiest one around the world. But I think we are able to host everyone, and I hope that everyone really enjoyed to come here, enjoy some nice weather, some beautiful beaches, and some great racing. I mean, this track is really amazing. You know, the quality of the races have been really good. You know, but people really racing hard. The students also having a really tough job, you know, trying to manage all that at the track. But at the end, you know, this is a big celebration, and this is what it's all about, you know, coming out here and everybody racing hard, you know, traveling thousands of miles, and just to enjoy some good racing. And I think at the end, I hope that everybody will be happy and satisfied to be here. And one more time, thank you, and congratulations to everyone who contributed to make this grand finals a reality and a dream come true. Thank you very much. Congratulations to everyone.
Thank you very much, Wilton Santos Jr. And a round of applause. I think that Wilton is right there. There have been some huge logistical obstacles to overcome. This event is a world event. It has traveled around the world. We have been to Egypt. We have been to Malaysia. We've been to the Middle East. We have been to Puerto Rico back in 2000. It was very different then. And coming to South America, obviously for Rotax, it creates several logistical and operational obstacles that have to be overcome, and of course we're in a completely different culture. But again, I think everyone appreciates that for every little hiccup and you know, hiccup along the road that has happened, and there is always those things that the staff here at the Circuit International Palladino has been so helpful to everybody, to make everyone feel welcome. And whether you have won or you have not, I think we are receiving now. We have got everyone in. So here we go. How good are your voices? Let's do the class register. So, do we have Algeria here? No. Okay, we'll start this again. We may need everyone to move across slightly. So we need everybody. So, okay, everybody stand up. Everybody stand up. Like this, stand up. And then starting with Rotax, we move across 3 paces. 1, 2, 3. Over we go. Over we go. Ooh, here. We got, tell Rotax to hurry up. Come on, Rotax, hurry up. Okay, and now we can move everybody else over. Everybody else over. Thank you very much, drivers. And again, the live stream.
Lock must be on this side of it.
So what we need to do, so we need Switzerland and America, South Africa, UAE. You come this side of the steps. You see where the steps are? We need all of you to squeeze in beyond this side of the steps. So kutch up. Like we say in Wales, you've got to kutch up together. So we need to keep moving over. Last few of you. Okay, so we'll try again with the class register. Algeria, we need, no, whoa, okay, just speak to me now, ignore everyone else, ignore the live stream audience, okay? A little bit louder, like you're enjoying yourselves, okay? Are we okay there? We got that? Right, so we'll try again. Have we got somebody here from Algeria? Slightly better. Argentina. Much better. Australia. Rubbish. Australia. That's what I get. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. 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 Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. That's a Welsh song that we ripped off, just to let you know. Well done, Australia. Have we got Austria? Austria, you've grown. Belgium. Oh, Dave Ritz, Christoph Adams. You're in your 13th Rotax Grand Final, world record. Please tell your teammates to shout louder. Ready? Belgium! Okay, thank you very much. Well done. Brasil! Bahrain! Oh, okay. One more time. I think the Rotax family, we need to help Bahrain. Bahrain! Excellent. Canada! Chile! China! Nikao! No, again, everyone. China! Colombia! Costa Rica! Yay! Well done, Daniel. Croatia! Yay, well done, Jan. Well done, Leon. The Czech Republic. Do we have Denmark? Do we have Egypt? Yeah, Hussein, well done, Hussein. Spain. And Estonia. Hello? Estonia? Have you gone back to the snow? No. Have you gone? Okay, we try again. Estonia! Thank you. Finland! One in. France! Vive France! The United Kingdom of Great Britain! Nice one. Germany! Yeah. Greece! Hungary! Where's the Hang on. Everett, sit down. Okay, we have a problem. We have a big problem. Hungary, only two little guys from Hungary. Hungary, stand up and give a big cheer, Hungary! Now, we need a really big help here from Micromax. One driver, stand up, India! One more time, let's do it again. Thank you, Rotax. Israel. Italy. Only one driver, Manaf Ijawi from Jordan. Well done, thank you. Now, Japan. South Korea. Latvia. The biggest ever contingent of drivers to come to the grand finals from Lebanon. Lithuania. Mexico. The Flying Dutchman from the Netherlands. The Vikings of Norway. Okay, the Viking of Norway. Okay, there we go. The Kiwis from New Zealand. From Paraguay. We need 4 drivers from Peru. Now we have Poland. Portugal. Yeah, right. Shut up. Hey, okay. Can we have Romania? And South Africa, the Springboks. Russia. Can we have Slovenia? One driver, the first driver ever, and he's made the final. Sri Lanka. Doesn't even have a kart circuit in his home country. He's qualified for the final, Sri Lanka. Welcome to the grand finals. Now, Switzerland. Oh, very respectable, thank you. Should we try this again? Switzerland. Try and pretend that you are, say, Brazilian and have the oomph. Yes? So, the oomph. Switzerland! That is about as much oomph as you get. Okay. Slovakia! Sweden! Thailand! Well done, Thailand. Taiwan! Taiwan, the United Arab Emirates. Thank you. Ukraine. Oh, what again? Ukraine. There we go. One driver only from Uruguay. Mr. And the United States of America. Thank you. And do we have the drivers from the FIA Americas here? FIA Americas drivers. We have drivers from Guatemala, El Salvador, Bolivia, Jamaica. Welcome to the grand finals. Okay, now we need some official photographs taken. Could we please have all drivers on their feet with their crash helmets in their air? For Lucas on the cherry picker, please. All drivers, crash helmets in the air, nice and tall. At the cherry picker, please. Rotax, you can stand up as well. So all drivers, helmets in the air. We wait for Lucas to be happy. Now can we have helmets down and just hands in the air. Helmets down, hands in the air. And wave, a big wave to the live stream audience. 30,000 viewers yesterday from all your countries, all your friends around the world. So many of you have been wishing them well on social media. And now we do a special one every year. The kids will know this. So, what is, if anyone has kids, what is the worst thing in the world that's happened this year? The answer is the game Fortnite. Yes, Fortnite. It is every child around the world spends nothing playing Fortnite. And what do they do in Fortnite, kids? Who knows the floss? So, Doy the Decker knows. Doy, do you want to come down and show everyone the front how to do the floss? Because we're all going to do the floss. Now we get shy. Come on, Doy. Here we go, here we go. We're going to, come on to the front here. So, everybody now will have a look. Doy, who is going to show you what we're going to do for the fun part. There we go. Already we got a few of the French drivers doing it. Okay, there we are at the front. Yep, we got to, Doy, still come down. We're going to, woo, go on. You floss, young man. That's Keenan Hartley. There we go, that's how you do it. Okay, there we go. So turn round, turn round, turn round. Yes, this is how we do it. So, it's left and right and left and right and left and right. So everybody now, young and old, copy the kids. In 3, 2, 1, floss. Left and right and left and right. Come on, come on. All of you and Rotax and the grid girls. The kids have got it. Don't be shy. Christoph Adams, move those hips. Christoph Adams, get that's right. No, not back and forward. That's later. Side to side now, Chris. Okay. We'll try it one more time. That's right. Zugala, you'll put your Zugala, calm down, my friend. Right, we'll do it one more time in your nations. So, one more time on 3, 2, 1. Every single body. It is like this. Or something like that. So, 3, 2, 1, floss. More hips, more hips, more hips. There we go. Lucas, are you happy? Are we happy with the photos? Thank you very much. Okay, before somebody does themselves an injury, and I'm thinking of the Rotax staff here, their backs are going a little bit. Okay, thank you very much. Now, before we go, we are going to be taking you down off the podium. You must follow the instructions for the Rotax staff. We are going to have the drivers' parade down on the circuit. When you come off there, you must nominate your flag bearer. You will have a school child from Brazil who's going to be doing some dancing. We have a marching band. One person from each nation must carry the flag, and you must decide that now. But before we go, one more thing, and I know it's great when we got all the media here. Before we go, Rotax, false start, Rotax, false start. Another rolling lap. Before we go, and it's while all the press are here, because all the press, all the media from around the world work in the media center. And for the last 16 years, they have been looked after by Alexandra Reisinger. Alex, is she hiding, or she's in the press center? This is Alex's last grand finals. All the press, the media, they have just said, thank you for looking after us, for making us behave, because they're a bunch of naughty boys and girls, really. So, Alex, it's your last grand finals from everyone at Rotax. Thank you very much. We look forward to staying in your hotel in Austria very soon. So now we're going to have a photograph. So thank you very much, everybody. We will now have a group picture of the media. We have some media people that want a group picture. If we can start filing our way out, you must go in alphabetical order. So Algeria, you must be first, then Argentina, Australia, etc. Ready for the driver's presentation. Rotax drivers, thank you very much for joining in. Enjoy the rest of the day. Good luck to those of you who have made the final. For those of you that haven't, we look forward for you to trying again next year. Thank you. So on the live stream audience, I think we will now maybe have a short break as the drivers file down on the track. So the live stream, we will now have the drivers filing out. We will pick back up in a few moments after 1 or 2 little commercial films. In about 5 minutes, we will be back for the start of the drivers' presentation. Thank you very much for joining us here. The first time we've done that dual broadcast thing for Rotax and for the circuit and the live stream. Hope you enjoyed watching this wonderful event unfold. We'll be back very shortly for the drivers' parade. Come on.
Do you know the rundown of where they're going to come out and shit? Parade? Where
they're going to come? No, Lisa, they're going to come out of the behind the paddock, yes. Yes, yes. Next time we will need it will be for the...
But not now for the driver's parade?
No. Not that I'm told anyway. The next time I know we need it is the driver's podium.
So just park it up here and bring it down there.
around and I think that. No. Their website translate to English.
So I'll start coming back. That's right, I've got the That is the, well, it still is, but it is the Olo de Tempo School. Olo de Tempo School is a non-profit government match program for young children here in the region of Pessoa and Conde Paraiba, 155 of them performing Brazilian, traditional Brazilian, the Samba dancing with the locally made, very colourful instruments. Brazilian Samba dancing as well. Some of the drivers and teams here have been out and experienced some of the partying that goes on, and those instruments at the front they're called the afoxé. Afoxé is the small instruments that the young kids are holding with the beads around them. The alfire are the big drums. Afoxé is the small thing. The alfire are the big drums. Those ones kind of things, they are the afoxé. And the big drums behind you here, they are the alfire. Once again, 155 children from the Olo do Tempo school here in the Conde Paraiba region. So ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation here at the circuit for the students of the Olo do Tempo school. And are we going to hear anything more from them? No, that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Rotax family, well done. Olo do Tempo, the school children. Their music and their samba dancing, off they run. They are just having the most incredible time here. And now some of them will be going off to perform part of the official driver presentation. So some of them will be staying on the circuit, others will be going off to form part of the official driver's presentation. In fact, or maybe we have, there were literally hundreds of them this morning. Jenny Wade, down on the circuit, what is it like down there? This is like nothing we've ever seen before at the grand finals.
Well, that was exciting. Yes, what a great way to start. What a great way to start. Get all the drivers revved up, I guess, for what's ahead of them today. But really, really great to see all these young people here sharing their passion and their music and their culture with everyone at the grand finals. Really special. And thanks to everybody, all the kids and also all the team that put them together. I'm exhausted. That was really good. But now, of course, Henry, we're looking forward to this spectacular driver presentation and, of course, meeting the team from Rotax who will present, team management who will present the trophy, sorry, not the trophies yet, the medals, the caps, and to meet every single driver who's part of this wonderful event. So, yeah, it's really special and it's magic, and this is what makes this event so different, because it brings all the nations together, 56 countries here, but also thousands of people. It's really, really special, and yeah, it's going to be a great day. It's really feeling like a finals day.
Area and the dummy grid area, obviously no carts on there now. Family members, spectators and mechanics all looking over there with interest, even those that haven't qualified. I think the disappointment from yesterday obviously is still there, but then you come to the circuit and you realise just to be a part of this event, you can sit back and think, well, it didn't work out for us to get here, to qualify for today's race, but we had an amazing journey to get here, and now let's just soak up the atmosphere. Here are the Brazilian marching band. So we will now have some Brazilian music from the marching band at the top end of the circuit. You can see our getting ready to come on to the track. Once again, it is roastingly hot here today. It is absolutely, it is above 30 degrees, and I was out there on turn 12 the rubber that has been laid down on this track, it literally, you stick to it. It is that hard. There is the flag of Brazil. And the BRP Rotax flag. And now we hear... Now we hear some of the music. And we'll let the iconic images of the Brazilian flag and the Rotax banner do the talking for a moment.
Okay, so now you can hear no music. That means I can hear you, Henry.
Okay, well, I think Jenny Wade is up near there, and now that the music has stopped, Jenny, let's have a look. This marching band, another very, very traditional part of Brazilian culture that we're experiencing from the first time here today, yes?
I think these guys in the marching band are wondering what all this fuss is about. Hi, I'll see if I can get a wave out of them. Hi. Yes.
Brasil, Brasil, Moral, Paraíba. Dário, Sargento Dário, Brasil, Paraíba.
Okay. Hi. Paraíba?
Paraíba.
Paraíba.
Big horn that man has. Steady on. It's a family show. Yeah, so we were going to have some Brazilian music. There will be the national anthem a little bit later on.
Welcome to Paraíba, Brazil. Welcome to Paraíba, Brazil.
Thank you. Thank you. Obrigada.
Yeah, all I know, so I have some muito quente. Muito quente. Very hot.
Very hot.
Galera muito quente. Galero muito quente. Everybody very hot.
It's really hot. And it's
really
going to get And it's going to get
It's
hotter.
going to get even hotter once the carts start going. So the drivers, it is important that the drivers are in shade at the moment. They'll be brought out onto the circuit very shortly. I will tell you that the timetable for today, the first final is the E-Kart Thunder final at 12 o'clock local time. That is in 90 minutes time. Then we have the Micromax final at 12:25, the Minimax final at 1 o'clock, the Junior Max final at 1:35, the Senior Max final at 2:15, the DD2 Masters final at 2:55, the DD2 final at 3:35, and then we will be also live streaming the prize giving ceremony starting at 16:50, 4:50 local time. And so there are the Rotax promotional assistants. We will not call them grid girls. And walking down in there, that is I think Helmut Vogelsang from Rotax, one of the many Rotax staff here. We've also got a huge big team from Corridas Karting in Brazil. And here are the drivers beginning to assemble in their nations. Led out by Algeria, we will catch up with those drivers as they come out onto the circuit very shortly. But Jenny, are you still out there? What's it like now with the drivers lining up? Whereabouts are you?
Yeah, the drivers are lining up, but the little boys and girls are coming back out onto the track, and I'm waiting to see what they've got in store for us. And the local marching band is all G'd up, ready for the racing as well. They're going to get everyone into the spirit. So it's nice, really nice. And it's nice, really nice. And the drivers are just cooling down. They're all ready with their country flags. And here we go with the music. I can't hear you anymore.
Microphone, you lucky, lucky girl. So we now see the drivers starting to assemble on the circuit behind the marching band, and then we will begin the parade down the circuit, and the drivers will assemble in lines of 4 to receive their medals, and then we will try and go through as many of them as possible. And you can see that 1 or 2 of the nations have come here with a lot of fancy dress costumes. That is a pack of Belgian frites that you are looking at, carrying the Belgian flag. That is frites und mayo. And again, alphabetical order. One of the school children will have a board with the country name on it. They will lead out each nation. One driver from each nation has been nominated to carry their country's flag, whether it's a driver that has done well or a driver that is not had a great time, or maybe a driver that is in their last event. And we are going to see some new nations here, as well as the drivers from the FIA Americas. You can see them all lining up, 1 or 2 of them with their shirts off, and that's understandable. It is absolutely roasting here, and they're assembling into the Parc Fermé area. We had 392 drivers altogether, including the 12 drivers from the DEKM and the 16 FIA Americas drivers. And now the parade begins. You're looking down at Croatia and Colombia and Denmark, the Dominican Republic for the first time ever, and Spain and Egypt and a couple of other nations. But down the grid now, here come the marching band as the drivers parade here at the 2018 Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals gets underway. So there go the marching band, the Brazilian flag, the Rotax banner, and now the drivers. So the third largest international sporting event that the Brazil nation has held in the last few years. We had the Olympic Games, the World Cup. There is Arnaldo Frias from Corridas Karting, and Arnaldo is responsible for putting this event together each year with his international team of people. He has worked very, very hard. See Jen Wade and her sound technician there at the back of the shot. She'll be speaking to a few people when the medals get handed out. We have Algeria going through. 3 drivers from Algeria: Sofiane Salhi, Amine Leibi, and I think we have a driver in the senior class as well, or maybe 2 DD2 Masters drivers. There is Argentina now at the front of the grid. There are a large number of 11 Argentine drivers here, including Bautista Lorman, Santiago Biaggi in Micro and Minimax. We've got Otto Fritzler in juniors. A big number of DD2 Masters drivers. Rafael Moro, Gabriel Zogella, Henry Martin, Gaston Amboade. They're all representing Argentina. And looking at the medals table, we keep a grand finals medal table. There go Argentina. You know, Argentina they've won 1 gold medal. Here is the team from Brazil on your screens, the most well-represented nation here. 21 drivers in total, including ex-Formula 1 driver Antonio Pizzonia, but he has not qualified for the final. There's Team Bahrain at the front. Young Bahraini driver in, is that Minimax or Micromax? We've got a driver from Bahrain. There's Team Canada going through. Bryce Choker at the back there with a ponytail. He is retiring from karting today. There is the team from Chile. Augustin Sepulveda is one of the drivers in Micromax from Chile. Christian Corneo, he's got a good chance. Costa Rica goes through. Daniel Formal from Costa Rica will start from pole position in the DD2 Masters class, in the DD2 class rather. There's Croatia going through. And Colombia, Juan Diaz was one of the 4 drivers from the FIA of Americas that qualified for this event. There's España, and that little guy, and I mean little guy at the front of the shot there, just bouncing around. That's Christian Costoya. He's the youngest driver. He is also the smallest. There's Estonia. Karl Markus Sai, Ragnos Virius is amongst the drivers from Estonia. Team Finland. Team Finland. Looking at some of the drivers, Antti Ollikainen will be amongst the favourites for DD2 Masters honours later on. We've also got Jari Koivisto in there. There's Axel Sanyala amongst them. And further back there goes Denmark. Imke Arts there, one of the 5 ladies in the field with the blonde hair. She didn't unfortunately make the final. We've only got 1 lady in the final. That is Hannah Greenmeyer from the United States. There goes Finland through the shot there, waving back home to the drivers. Thomas Tupanen, Laura Lepai amongst the drivers that are expected to do well from Finland. Egypt there, and the Dominican Republic on the scene. So from the Dominican Republic, Karim Hussein Bok standing there in the number 3 on the back of his shirt. He qualified for this event out of the FIA Americas. There is France, Marcus Amand, last year's Minimax champion, waving to the crowd. We've got a couple, Evan Gilter, Nicolas Pico going through. There's Paolo Bossonsone, Bastien Bourget is next.
Vive la France!
We understood that. Vive la France!
Vive la France! Vive la France!
That was good. One more time. That was good. One more time.
Well, there's the United Kingdom. So Lewis Gilbert. Thank you very much. Vive la France.
Merci. Thank you.
Now we look at Team United Kingdom. Carrying the Team UK flag is Scotland's Lewis Gilbert. And there's Mark Kimber just behind him. 2016 Junior Rotax World Champion. Let's see, can we have a word with Lewis Gilbert in Scottish? He's got a good chance in juniors. Mark Kimber's got a good chance in seniors. And I think that one driver's going to, I think James Johnson might be joining me for commentary in the senior race. British Open champion who sadly failed to make the final. He might be joining me in the commentary box. And the drivers will be getting their medals.
You stay there. Yeah, I just go down. You watch the drivers and I'm coming back.
Thank you very much. There is the national anthem of Brazil, everybody. That was the national anthem of Brazil playing. Now, while the drivers are receiving their medals, I would say that we have the manager of the Rotax kart business, Stefan Gruber, Rotax kart sales head, Helmut Vogelsam, and the vice president of Rotax propulsion systems, Peter Erlsinger, as well as the Rotax Max Challenge Grand Final organizer, Arnaldo Frias, will be handing out the medals as the marching band and the young children from the Olo do Tempo school go through. But as they go past, Jenny Wade will be looking to speak to as many of them as possible. And, oh, Jenny, let's see, I don't know if you can hear me, but maybe is Bryce Shocker down from Team Canada? You're just by Team Canada. You can see there, young Brazilians getting their medal. Bryce gets a chance to say thank you and goodbye. He's retiring.
Yes, I found Bryce. Now, Bryce. We know this is your last race. So maybe you can tell us your experience and what you're going to miss about this great event.
I'm gonna miss just coming here with. I'm gonna miss just coming here with all the countries. You know, I come every year with my family, and I can't be here without them. So yeah, I'm just happy to be here with everyone, and I'm gonna miss the environment. I'm gonna miss racing, of course. We've been doing this as a family for over 20 years, so you know, it may be in the future when I have little kids, but not anytime soon. But yeah.
I think you'll have to come along and help your brother, Blake.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's been busy with Derek Wang, and I think Derek's doing really well this weekend. So best of luck to him and Blake as well.
Well, congratulations. Great to see you here once again. And yeah, it's been really nice. And we wish you luck, whatever you're going to do. And we will maybe see you back in the Masters.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
A young man who didn't quite make the final this year. There are the medals. Every single driver gets a commemorative medal. The Czech Republic drivers, well, Petr Březel from the Czech Republic, he just received his medal. just standing just in the middle of that group there. He has got a real good chance in seniors. Now we move on to there's Croatia, Leon Zelenko getting his thing. There's Bryce getting his medal, his last medal from Helmut Vogelsam of the Rotax organization, the head of kart sales. Here's Team Colombia. Now Francesco Zarate from Colombia. He has got a very strong team here this year. Looking down at Christian Corneo. No, that's he's from Chile. We've got drivers like Nicolas Daza. I don't think he made the final, unfortunately. He's been involved in a couple of incidents during the course of the week, but in the younger classes, a couple of Colombians, Alejandro Umana. There's Team Denmark, Mads Thompson on the podium last year. Martin Henkel Mortensen. I'm not even sure if he has made the final in senior. He had a retirement in his pre-final yesterday. Some really big names not making it. There is Hussein Salman, the only Egyptian driver here. There's a couple more. I don't know where Ibrahim Eshelnani is, but Hussein Salman getting his medal from Egypt. There's Christian Costoya. Look at that young man on your screen there. He's absolutely tiny. He's the youngest driver here, shaking everyone's hands. I thought he was someone's son that was there, and there's a couple of the DD2 Masters drivers from Spain getting their medals there. That's Horacio Kolar going through. Now we're on to Estonia receiving their medals. Ragnar Virius, Karl Markus Sai going through your screens. Now the team from Finland. Big group of Finnish drivers here this year. There are 12 drivers from Finland in total. There is Jari Mori-Korvisto going through your screen there, getting his medal from Helmut Vogelsam. That's Antti Olekainen. And Jenny, are you anywhere near the Finland team getting their medals?
Well, I'm just leading Team France. They don't want to get off the grid, so come on. Try and get these guys moving along and get their medals so that we can go racing.
I know.
Okay, keep walking, guys.
God.
Thank you.
Just when you don't just when you don't need a blockade, the French turn up. Deary me. Luckily, their karters are faster than their truck drivers.
Okay. I've stumbled upon Mark Kimber. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, thanks. You?
Okay, we're going to keep following Lewis. Keep walking, Lewis. Keep going. Faster.
You can't ask Lewis Gilbert to walk and talk.
Okay,
he's Scottish. He struggles with that.
And he's on with the flag. How's everything going?
Yeah, we made a few changes this morning, found a lot of speed, so we should be good in the final.
I think you'll be up there, and it's going to be a long race, and it's going to be hot, so every lap counts.
Yeah, 20 laps is really long. Yep. Also very physical, so we'll see how it goes.
You feeling okay with the heat?
Yep.
Feeling okay with the heat?
Yep.
Okay, I think you won't have a problem. We're going to be watching, and hi to everyone at home.
Thank you.
Commentary for the senior race later on, who didn't quite make it. There's the team from Greece. I don't think that any of the Greek drivers made it into the finals. In the classes that there was 72, sadly, but it was good to see them. Emmanuel Salamiziakis is the eldest Greek driver. There is Emmanuel with the goatee beard there, taking his medal, coming across the camera. And the Germans, well, there's got to be a couple of Germans that want to say Guten Morgen, isn't there, Jen?
We've also got the DEKM drivers. And I'm looking for one. Yes, there he is, the champion. So Phil Britt's getting his medal, and then I'm going to just quickly grab him.
Oh, steady on.
By the arm.
Thank you.
And there he goes, Phil Britts. Here he is. Okay, Phil, now you are the German DEKM champion, the first ever champion in the e-kart championship. How are you feeling in this heat?
Oh, it's so hot here, completely different to Germany. But I want to thank IK Media for the great organization. What an honor to be here in Brazil.
It is an honor, isn't it? And I know all you guys have traveled a long way. And as you said, a little bit different temperature to home, where there's a little bit of snow and -degrees at times. But what do you think about this circuit?
Oh, it's very cool. Up and down corners, I really like it.
That's good. We're going to be watching your race very soon. You're the first final to go out. We're going to wish you luck.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Singh from India going through. Looks like Ohad Shikri and Ben and Yam Pinto from Israel have gone through. None of the drivers from Israel in the classes with 72 made it to the final, but there's Team Japan, and I think Mega Yuji Sato is in the final. And there's the Korean drivers. Now, I'm not sure if any of the Korean drivers in the senior classes made the final. It's a bit of a disappointment for them. And there's Latvia now going through. Thomas Solstamanis. He has got a strong chance in Minimax. Alexander Shelton is a Micromax driver. And it's good to see, first of all, let's mention Eric Kasparovits. Eric Kasparovits, the Latvian DD2 Masters driver, had a frightening crash here in the heats there. As Jenny is catching up with a couple of Latvians, is Eric willing to say, oh, there's Manaf Hijawi going through. Well,
Viva Lebanon!
Oh, no. Oh, Lebanon. Biggest ever deputation from Lebanon. What have the Lebanese got to say for themselves, Jenny? Here's Sami Joabi Narcle. And we've got now some Mexican. Well, just some random Mexican. Not a random Mexican, one of the Mexican drivers. Just saying, Mexico. There's Lithuania going through. One or two drivers from Lithuania. Shabranitskas is the Lithuanian driver. There's Mexico. Noel Leon, driver number 244. Look out for him later on. He's got a really good shot at winning in seniors. There's a country with a lot of potential for race wins here later on, the Netherlands. The Netherlands, very, very strong indeed. Robert de Haan, Chris Hannon, Mike van Voogd, Michel van Dijk. There's a couple of the Dutch Lions. Go on, Jenny, speak to a lioness. Oh, we've got a couple of lionesses there.
Yes, I have. I've got the lioness. Yes, I have. I've got the lionesses, the three beautiful lionesses. Is it hot?
Yes, it is.
Are you looking forward to the racing?
Yeah, we have a good races here, so maybe we get a chance.
Yes, we'll look forward to the racing. Okay, you better follow your team. Thank you.
Costumes put on me, not one of the girls put on me obviously, but one of the lioness costumes put on me at the welcome party. And there's lots and lots of countries bring fancy dress for the welcome party. The Norwegian team going through, sadly none of the Norwegians have made the final this year. Nikolai Stien and Ruben Kverkild not having a great month. There is New Zealand. Now Matt Hamilton from New Zealand has got a really strong chance in DD2 Masters, and there's Paraguay going through as well, getting their medals. We've got Marco Canellas from Paraguay. There's Mundi Loya, the DD2 Masters driver from Peru. I don't think that we've got a Peruvian driver in the final. Poland are there. Who's next up, Jenny, that wants to maybe say a few words? Have we got Portugal, Poland? Oh, you can take your pick, Jen.
Well, the Portuguese are having a beautiful photo. Then the Romanians and the South Africans. Who wants to cheer on your country? Any of you guys?
Oh yes. Well, I think Romania may not have anyone in the finals, but let's have a quick go with Romania. They're always good for a laugh.
1, 2, 3, go, Viva.
Okay. Happy birthday, Romania. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Romania.
Okay, that's something different.
Well, I think it may be the anniversary of Romania gaining independence, possibly, or the country of Romania being created. Well, happy birthday to everyone in Romania. There they go. Now, the Springboks.
Cristiano.
Yes,
Morgado. Can we make it 5 world titles?
Well, I don't know. You know, it's a long race and a lot of good drivers, so just going to do our best and see what happens.
I'm nervous.
No, I'm not really that nervous, but I'm just excited to get going.
Yeah, we're excited too. Some fantastic racing, and we're going to wish you luck, but it's been great to have you back.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So there's Cristiano Morgado going through. Michael Stephen has also got a good shot. There's Morgado. First grand finals for that man on screen there since 2014. He's recovered from a very serious neck injury that he thought would end his career. The Russian team, now we've got to find that Russian race suit is absolutely superb this year. There's Igor Mukhin getting his medal. Now that's Maxim Turiev, Maxim with the Ayrton Senna style crash helmet. Now we've got Slovenia. Well, Are we going to see Slovenia getting their first Rotax Grand Finals gold medal with Zen Derua? We've got 33 nations have won a medal. We've got the Swiss drivers. I think we're going to hear something Swiss.
That's the Swiss.
Yes, that's the Swiss. For those of you that want to hear what Swiss dance music sounds like, I will direct you to YouTube and a group called the Matterhorn Project and their song called Moo. And when the Swiss team came out for their little bit on stage at the welcome party, all I heard was cowbells, rave music, cows mooing, and their Micromax driver, Raul Martinez, being held aloft on a big inflatable cow in the middle of the stage. So the Swiss do know how to have fun, but I'm not sure that the Matterhorn Project and Moo is the best advert for Swiss culture. So, who have we got now, Jenny?
Okay, I'm with the Swedish team, and they've actually given their little girl from Brazil who carries the sign the medal. So Hannes Morin actually gave her his medal.
Oh my word, that's amazing. Well, Hannes Morin's got a great chance of getting a trophy later on. He is the European senior champion. What a memory for that little girl. And well done, Hannes Morin, for that very nice gesture, because these are memories that last a lifetime, not just for the drivers. There's the team from Taiwan. Jenny, has the Taiwanese grid helper got a crash helmet on?
I don't know if you can see me, Henry, but I'm with the youngest driver on the grid, I think. Hello. There's somebody in there. He's carrying the sign for Taiwan, and I think he's not going to take that helmet off.
The Taiwanese drivers, they didn't make their finals. They missed out, sadly. But they're all here just to be part of this event. We're looking down the order. There's the team in black and gold from the United Arab Emirates. And from the United States bringing up the rear. Well, they're bringing up the rear in the driver's parade, but they're not going to be bringing up the rear on the track. And I think, Jen, maybe there's 5 girls or ladies that entered. There were only 5 ladies that entered this year. We had Hamda Al-Kabaisi, Imke Arts, Regina Grinnerup, and Matilda Olsen. They all failed, but Hannah Greenmeyer has made the final. And Jen, if you're down there, we'll be trying to speak to the only lady that we'll see racing today.
Yeah, so Hannah Greenmeyer, here she is, got her medal. Congratulations, great to see the girls on the grid.
Yes, it's an amazing experience out here today.
What do you think about the level so far this week?
It's very high competition, very aggressive driving, but also very fair and very clean.
That's good to hear. And what about your teammates? Are they revved up, ready to go?
Yep. USA is ready to go, and we're hoping for some very strong finishes.
We're going to be looking forward to that. It'd be great to see another American driver on the podium. Of course, in New Orleans, the junior one. So, yes, I think we're looking good for a title.
Yep, we're all pushing very hard, and we'll see how our cards play out today.
Yeah, I think a few people are a little bit nervous, but it's nice to have this. I'll let you go anyway. We're going to have a nice photo as you go up, and yeah, really nice to see you here, Hannah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there is the scene